So today we have a topic, but before I let you know what today's article is, I would like to tell you a short story. And now, this story, I don't know if it's real because I was told, right? But when I was reviewing today's article, this story came to mind, right? It's about two friends. Hello and welcome to Navigating with Key. My name is Kenneth Enojasenime, Kea Key. I'm really excited to have you join me today. And today we have a very interesting topic to discuss, and I am glad that you are here to hear it. The month of February has been a very interesting month, a very beautiful month. Things have moved pretty fast, and goals are being met. And first, let me say thank you to everyone who has been participating, who have been liking our videos, who have been commenting, who have generally interacted with our content. I'm pretty much glad and I say thank you. So today we have a topic, but before I let you know what today's article is, I would like to tell you a short story. And now, this story, I don't know if it's real because I was told, right? But when I was reviewing today's article, this story came to mind, right? It's about two friends. Maybe they are friends, maybe they're not, but the two of them had a conversation and they agreed that they were going to build the most beautiful houses in their city. So they went ahead, they got the best architects, got the best workers, and they started this dream, building the best homes in their city. But something very interesting happened because they coincidentally started building the same day, right? So while guy A was setting up and getting his foundation ready, guy B was also doing the same thing. And then in 2 weeks, guys A side looked very busy. They had blocks, they brought in the sand, rods were already standing, and people walking by were, giving him that nod of approval that, yeah, this guy seems to know what he's doing. But on guy B's side, it was a bit different, right? All the workers were doing was just digging. They kept digging and digging and digging. And people were wondering, what are they digging for? Are they looking for crude oil? You know? But it continued. 6 months later, guy A's side looked like it was almost ready. The balcony was shiny and beautiful. It was a two-story, very lovely looking building. And on the other side, nothing much was really happening. They were done digging, they had brought in some cement and blocks to their side, but nothing really great was happening. Then a year later, guy A was done with his house. He's had his house warming. People had come to celebrate with him. But in guy B, well, some good progress was happening. They had lifted up the building to some certain level, and people technically forgot about him. Now, 2 years later, guy B's house was done. It was like nothing anyone had ever seen. It was a six-story, multi-level building, towering higher above every other building in the area, even much more beautiful than guy A's house. And people looked at him at that time. I was like, oh yeah, they really knew what they were doing. So all the while he was busy digging, getting his foundation ready, people thought nothing meaningful was happening. You see, because sometimes in life, when it looks like nothing is happening, something serious is actually happening on the ground. And today, we are talking about what it means when progress is invincible. So today's article is titled When Progress is Invisible. There are seasons in life when it feels like nothing is happening. You are trying, praying, showing up, and yet nothing looks different. No applause, no breakthrough, just no visible result. All you have is effort. Progress is hardest to believe in when you can't see it. But here's the truth we often forget. Not all growth is visible. Roots grow on the ground before branches stretch. Muscles strengthen before they show. Character forms long before success arrives. Invisible progress is still progress. You may not see the patience you are building right now. You may not notice the discipline you are forming within you. You may not realize how much stronger you have become simply by not quitting, simply by showing up every day, simply by doing those little things that you do consistently. You see, you can tell you are growing when you notice you do not react the way you used to, and you handle even disappointments with more maturity. You know, when you begin to handle things differently, when certain things no longer throw you off balance, then you realize that indeed you are growing. But note this, those kind of growth, those kind of changes, those kind of daily things you do that helps you grow into this new being, they are not the kind of things that trend on social media. They don't get likes like I hope this video would get, but they matter. When progress is invisible, doubt becomes loud. I know that. When you can't see how much progress you're making, you begin to doubt. You begin to start questioning your efforts. You compare your journey to others. You wonder if you are behind. I have been there, and I'm sure you listening may have been there as well. But you see, comparison only measures visibility. You can only measure the things you can see. It does not measure depth. These invisible seasons of your life, this period of time where it feels like you can't see anything actually happening, these seasons are refining seasons. They are shaping you quietly for what is ahead, building you for what's coming next. The seed does not panic on the ground. I like this. The seed, when you plant it in that dark soil, that wet soil, that uncomfortable situation, it does not panic. It doesn't demand sunlight before it's time. It grows where it is planted. Maybe you are growing in ways you can't measure yet. Maybe you are facing this situation and you can't see any change yet. But just keep showing up. Keep doing the small things and keep trusting that unseen work is still work. Just because you can see movement doesn't mean nothing is moving. That is our article for today. You see, I used to have a boss. He's still my boss anyway. And he keeps saying he would one day have six packs. And I've also bought that dream. I'm telling myself, one day I'm going to have six packs. And now I am hitting the gym. I am lifting weights, running on the treadmill. And then I look at myself in the mirror. It looks like nothing is happening. But I'll keep showing up. I won't stop. You know, maybe 6 months down the line, I'll be presenting Navigating with Key with a singlet, showing off my biceps and my six packs. I hope that happens someday though. But all I'm just trying to say is this. Whatever it is you're doing, keep doing it. Keep showing up. The change you're expecting is brewing inside, is happening inside. Yes, it's happening. And when you are faced with a situation, you'll be amazed how much you have grown, how you would handle it with such maturity and difference. So that's our article for today. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you found meaning in it. And if you did, tell someone about the channel. Navigating with Key is reaching globally. And I want to say thank you to our audience in India. Thank you so much, guys. I love the way you react to our videos. All right, so till I come your way next time, My name is Kenneth Eneljo Asenime, KEA Key, and I'm glad to be your host on this program. So have a lovely week. Bye bye.